Larissa. I'm a homeschool blogger and mom to 2 girls, and today I just wanted to make a video for you to encourage you, because if you are new to homeschooling, chances are you're pretty nervous. And when I made the decision to homeschool my 2 girls before the pandemic happened, I was really nervous. I didn't know where to start. I just was reaching out to as many people as I could that I knew homeschooled, trying to figure out what I was gonna do, what curriculum I was gonna use, how my day was gonna look, how I was gonna get myself to be able to have time to myself. I mean, there was so many things I was scared about, and now that I've been homeschooling for 18 months, I am not afraid anymore. So I just wanted to share with you a few tips to encourage you. So here they are. Okay, tip number 1, do not be afraid to use more than one curriculum. Now, I'm not saying use 10, but I'm saying if you find a math program that you think is really great for your kids, then use that for them. And then if you find another program that you think is really great for writing or for language arts, use that. Don't feel like because you chose The Good and the Beautiful, for example, you have to use all of their programs for one child. Some children respond really well to Singapore Math, which is another math curriculum. Others don't, and they want to use Wild Math. So I'm just throwing things out there, and I'll link to these things that I'm talking about. But I just want you to know that you don't have to stay married to the same curriculum. Now, along those lines, don't feel like you have to stay married to the curriculum at all. You would be so surprised at how many things your children learn just based on reading about their interests. So I have a friend whose son really loves science, and he just naturally is interested in the periodic table, and so he reads about it all the time. That intrinsic motivation to learn is priceless, and you honestly can't recreate it. So if you feel like your children are really interested in something, try to take that and run with it. Julie from The Brave Writer is really great. She talks a lot about that. So check her out if you're interested in interest-based education. And then here's my next tip. So my next tip is, don't feel like you have to create a perfect homeschool room. Now, I have a playroom tour on my YouTube, but it is not a homeschool room. We do not do school there. We do school at our kitchen table, and it's a really great place to do school. Now, we also do school out in nature. We go on hikes twice a week, and we're outside most days, and we're learning constantly. We're learning when we're putting our pajamas on at bedtime. We're learning when we're reading in the kids' bedroom. Like, we learn all over the house. So do not feel pressure to get everything set up so that you have one learning space, because learning is going to happen everywhere. My next tip is for you. If you can, try to meal plan. Meal planning and planning out your grocery list and everything in advance is going to save you so much time during the week. And if you are new to homeschooling or you're doing distance learning, those things are going to be crucial to have done and out of the way so that you're not thinking about it the day of or the night of. You don't want to come to dinner time and say, I have no idea what I'm making tonight. Now, that happens to all of us, but the best thing you can do is try your best to plan out the week before. So I plan all of our meals months in advance, actually. And I'm going to share more about that on my channel in a little while. But I want you guys to know that planning as much as you can for your meals and prepping, if you're able to, does help. I make muffins on Mondays, and those usually last us until Wednesday breakfast, and then I'll make a breakfast for Thursday and Friday separately. Usually it's something quick like a smoothie, but meal prepping does help a lot. Just when you're planning out your schedule or your rhythm or whatever it is that you're doing to figure out how your week or your day is going to look, it's a good idea to run everything by your kids. If they're older than 5, I would say, they're old enough to have some sort of opinion about when they're gonna do their learning. Do they wanna do math in the morning? Would they rather get all their lessons done so they can play all day, or would they rather wake up slowly and do their lessons in the evening? honestly, if you're homeschooling and you're able to have some flexibility with your schedule, whether you're working from home or you're a stay-at-home mom and you have several children at home that you're juggling, just try to understand that like you can make your schedule work for you, and if you can, involve your kids in that decision making, and of course your spouse, to make sure that everything works with them too. And we don't have family nearby, but if you do, try to utilize that if you are able to. Another thing I feel like is worth mentioning for new homeschoolers is trying to make sure you're not replicating a classroom environment. Now, I was a teacher for 3.5 years. I know what school looks like, and school at home just doesn't look like that no matter how much you try. You are not your kid's teacher. You're not a foreign human to them. You are their parents, and it is possible for you to be teacher and parent, but it's just gonna look a little bit different than it would in a classroom setting, because a child is going to listen to and have a different connection with the teacher than they would a parent. And I know it may seem like a hindrance in the beginning, but it truly is an advantage for you and for them, because having that connection as their parent, you can reach them like no other person can. So I want you to just be encouraged that I know that you're a parent and you're afraid that you're not going to be able to be a teacher too, but it is possible, I promise. Something else that I feel is crucial for new homeschoolers is to make sure that you're connecting with other homeschool families. So whether that's in person, or if that's not possible, connecting virtually with another mom that's homeschooling, like me for example, is such a great way to just feel confident in your decision. To run questions or ideas by that person is just, it's priceless. Being able to bounce ideas off of someone that is in the same situation, whether they're homeschooling or they're a stay-at-home mom and they have several kids at home as well, it's just so nice to be able to talk to someone. I have a couple of mom friends that are homeschooling too, and they've just been an incredible blessing for me during this time and just during my whole experience homeschooling. So it's really fun to share curriculum ideas and activity ideas. So definitely, if you can, try to connect with someone. My last tip is not to feel pressure to do every subject every day. Now, we run on mostly a loop basis, so I will do math and then reading and then writing, and then math and then reading and then writing. So for those core subjects, I will just loop them, and we'll do math on Tuesday. We might not do school on Wednesday. We'll pick up with language arts on Thursday, and then writing on Friday. And then we'll start the loop over on Monday, and we may skip a couple days and then go back to whatever's next in that loop. I talk more about loop planning in my homeschool membership. You guys can see that over on the link down below. But honestly, not doing every subject every day takes so much pressure off of you. Even if you do one subject a day, like Monday is going to be writing day, or Tuesday is poetry day, or Wednesday is math day. We do a new math concept. You would be surprised at how quickly and how well your kids learn that material, so that they have time to simmer with it and really sit with it and process. So don't feel like you have to do every subject every day. My last tip is to just be flexible. If you feel like you have a curriculum that's not working for a certain kid or your whole family, switch it up. Don't be afraid to change things. If you want to throw curriculum out the window for the year, do that if you feel like it's right for your family. And also your schedule. Hi. If you feel like your schedule isn't working well for your family, then try to switch it around to make it work. You are not married to the plans that you made in September until May, right? So like, plan out what you can and then adjust as you need to. I run a membership called Thriving at Home, and it is for new homeschool families. So we have our own little community group there, and it's like a safe little forum for moms that are new to homeschooling or that want to homeschool someday. They can connect with all of the other moms there, and it's a really cool place. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave a link below to my membership and you can check it out. I hope these tips were helpful for you. I want you to just feel so good about your decision, and if you have any questions and you need help, leave a comment below and I'll answer it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.